You're right, 100%.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam, bro.
Did you hear the news, brother?
What?
We liberated Palestine.
Alhamdulillah. What?
Yeah, bro. We even have a national anthem for it. You want to listen? You want to hear it?
Go on.
Kolot baleva penima
What are you,
nefesh.
bro?
Habib Albi, I'm telling you, we liberated Palestine in 1948. We
No, I'm
called it
saying, what are
Israel.
you? What's your ethnicity?
I'm Syrian.
All right.
So we
So you
liberated
from yeah?
Palestine in 1948 and we called it Israel, the indigenous name for the land.
So you're saying Palestine doesn't exist?
Sorry? You seem very confused. What?
So you're saying Palestine doesn't exist?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just stating reality. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you support Palestine or do you support Israel?
How can I support something that doesn't exist?
How does not?
Because it doesn't.
How does a Palestine exist?
When did it become a state? When was there ever a
Be-
Palestinian state in the history of the world?
You're just one of those people, aren't you, bro?
One of what people? I'm not understanding. I'm Jewish. I'm from Syria. What's the problem?
That's the problem.
Why?
You're
You're gonna
Jewish.
run away now? Like all you people? You can't handle a Jew, can you?
I
Huh?
can handle one pretty well, bro.
I don't think
I
you
ain't gonna run.
can.
I'll stay here, debate whenever you want,
Oh,
bro. I don't
okay.
give a
So say Am Israel Chai with me. Because it is true. It's
repeat
alive,
yourself.
isn't it?
Repeat yourself.
The nation of Israel exists, right?
Right.
So you recognize the state of Israel?
Okay, Israel exists, but so does Palestine.
Do you believe Israel has the right to exist?
After what it's doing to innocent children, no?
Why do you what is it doing to innocent children?
Killing them.
When did it kill innocent children?
You clearly don't do your research, do you, bro?
I did my research. I never saw any time Israel intentionally targeted innocent women or children. But you
Are you
seemingly
sure?
have more information than me, so tell me. When did it happen? Who was the Israeli commander
It's all over the
that ordered
internet,
the
bro.
strike?
I don't need to explain anything. It's all over the internet. Go do your research,
I did
yeah?
my
Go
research and I
look on
actually went
Twitter.
there in person.
Go, go, go look on Twitter, right?
I was
Go
there. Why
look
do I
on
need to
Twitter.
look at Twitter? I went to
No,
Gaza.
listen,
Do you want to see Gaza?
listen.
Do you want to
Go
see
look.
Gaza?
Go show me Gaza.
Okay, give me a minute, dude. Relax. I did my research. I've been there personally. This is Gaza. I'm going to show you. This is the border inside. It's inside Gaza. Look at all this food and all the aid that exists on the border. I did my research. I don't know why you think I didn't do my research.
All right, tell me why you went there.
So I went there because I was touring in Israel and I had the opportunity to go into Gaza and to see whether or not there was food. Because at the time I went in the summer, the allegations were that Israel was intentionally starving and not allowing aid into Gaza. So, if you know anything about international law, you understand that Israel's only responsibility is to allow aid to cross the border into Gaza. So I crossed the border into Gaza to go and see the aid. I saw thousands and thousands of pallets filled with boxes getting spoiled under the hot sun in Gaza. The UN not wanting to deliver it to the GHF, who was distributing the food, because the UN wanted to distribute the food. What I saw was bureaucracy of the UN that was leading to humanitarian disaster.
So wait, let me get this straight. You just wait. I just want to go one thing straight, right?
Yeah, bro, I got you.
I'll respect you for this. You went to Palestine to give the Palestinian food.
I went into Gaza, yes, to see the food. Here, I'm going to show you. 1 minute. Look at all this food. I want to show you. And it's Israel allowed it all in. Look, 1 minute. Let me, if I can get it for you. Give me a second, dude. You didn't see that on Twitter or TikTok, did you?
And you went to go. Did you personally give them food?
Well, I can't personally give that. That's the UN's job. I would get killed or shot in the process. The problem, what was happening was the UN, and I have these pictures right here. So the UN gets a lot of money, international money, to distribute the food from the Gaza border to the people in need. The UN stated that over 90% of its trucks are being robbed by Hamas and other gangs before they even make it inside. Because what Hamas is doing is it's stealing the aid and then selling it to Palestinians at a very, very, very high price. Why? So they can make millions of dollars and use it to continue funding their war machine against Israel. So Israel said, listen, we're not going to allow you to continue bringing aid into Gaza if Hamas continues stealing the aid and they keep funding this war. And so the United States said, okay, we're going to create something called GHF, which is a special distribution site where us, America, we're going to keep control of the site. And 100 million meals were distributed from GHF. Now, the problem with GHF is that the UN doesn't run it. And so all of a sudden now, the UN, and in specifically UNRWA, is missing out on being the main distributor of aid. So they're missing out on money. So what do? They stop sending the food from the Gaza border to the GHF. And they make excuses and they say, we don't have any trucks. There's no logistics for us to do it. It's not that we don't want to. And so I have this statistics, okay? The UN said we have no trucks on July 13th, okay? And they sent only 200 trucks. Israel brought in the media to show the amount of trucks and logistics that was available. And by August 10th, this is almost 1 month, the amount of trucks the UN increased was 2,250, meaning it was never an issue that they didn't have enough trucks. They didn't want to send them because they wanted to create a propaganda, an international panic, so people can put pressure and UNRWA can get money. It's sad and sadistic.
All right, but let me ask you a question though.
Please.
Do you agree that innocent people should get killed? That's all I'm wanting to know.
No, I don't think innocent people should ever be killed. That is a disgusting statement to say. However,
Exactly.
I am not a child and I've been around on this planet for a while. I know that there has never. One second, let me
No, I
finish.
could tell. I could tell. I could tell you've been doing your research and you know your shit, bro.
Okay. There has never in the history of the world, brother, been a war where 0 women or children have died. Never. This war, you're seeing it
No,
extra. This war, you're seeing it extra because this is the first war of social media. If you understand what I'm saying. In Iraq war, they didn't have Instagram or TikTok, and it wasn't everybody was uploading a picture. So this war, you got to see it with your eyes more than any other war. So the question that you have to ask yourself is, statistically, by ratio, did Israel kill more than the average? So the average militant to innocent civilian kill rate in an average modern warfare urban war, do you know what that is? 1 combatant for every 9 civilians. That's the standard that the United States, England, and most of democracies follow. If they kill 1 terrorist and in the process take out 9 innocent civilians, it's okay. That's their standard. Israel did it with 1 combatant to the best 2 civilians. Some say 4 civilians. Fine, let's say 1 to 4. That means for every 1 combatant killed, Israel could have collaterally damaged 4 civilians instead of 9. And so the allegations of genocide don't even make sense. Think about it. Israel's so strong. If they wanted to genocide Gaza, 1 second, bomb, it's finished.
yeah, but you know what's stopping that from happening?
What's up?
Other countries getting involved.
Who?
Like for example, remember the Iran and Israel war that happened for like a week max.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, and
You
I mean, Iran. This is Iran's war against Israel. You do know that, right?
but
The
do
Gaza
you know
war,
why that?
dude.
But you know,
I know, but do you know that the Gaza war is Iran's war?
yeah, but I wouldn't really call it a war, but you get what I mean, don't you?
I get what you're saying, but what you're not understanding is that the war in Lebanon. I'm from Syria. I'm displaced from Syria. Okay, so I have kind of firsthand knowledge on this stuff.
For example, if they fully declared a war, right, USA would have to get involved. The US would have to get involved.
The U.S. wanted to get involved to
But
keep
getting
escalations low because
for the
otherwise
US to
things could have gotten ugly.
no, I know, but listen, for the US to get involved, Russia would get involved,
Yeah,
and then you never know, the UK might get involved next,
I know, and I don't think people should. I don't think this should turn into World War III.
and,
But
that, and then that's when the World War III happens.
yeah,
Boom,
I'm
like
with
what?
you. I don't think that should happen. But you have to understand who's behind all these moving parts. It's Iran, the Islamic Republic of Iran controls Hamas, controls Hezbollah, controls the Houthis. As a guy from Syria who knows people in Lebanon, I can tell you a lot of Lebanese cannot stand Hezbollah because they are bringing problems to their countries. You have to understand, if I'm in Lebanon, I want to enjoy my freedom as a Lebanese state, as a Lebanese citizen. You know, I'm a human being. But the Palestinians, when they came into Lebanon, they started a revolution and they wanted to fight for Palestinian freedom from Lebanon. Today, there's a big debate within Lebanese society. They're like, yo, we want to make peace with Israel. Like, we don't care anymore. 70 years of fighting led us to where? It led us to nowhere. It led us to ruining our economy, ruining our citizens' lives. And who's behind all of this? Iran. At the end of the day, there's 2 million Arabs that live within Israel today with full civil rights that can vote. One Arab judge put an Israeli president in jail. Did you know that? In Israel, an Arab judge put an Israeli Jewish president in jail. Arabs own
What was the reason?
businesses. He was a judge. There was a crime. It's not like he did it intentionally, but showing you that there are freedoms and opportunities and equality for Arabs in Israel. So a lot of the Israeli Arabs also don't want a Palestinian state because they know what it's like to live under an Arab country. You get what I'm saying, brother? Like, if you don't know what it's like to live under an Arab country, then you're not understanding this fight. But people who understand that in Syria, the population doesn't have money. In Lebanon, the population doesn't have money. In Jordan, the population isn't chilling. In Egypt, the population is unemployed. But in Israel, the Arab population, lawyers, doctors, business owners, they have money, they have freedom. Why would you want another Arab country as an Arab in Israel?
You left me speechless there, bro. That is knowledge, bro. Can't even lie.
Good. But
That's
that good. That's what we should be doing. We're human beings. We always learn, man. This is why I never come on here and call people anti-Semites or call people Jew haters. I think people just don't have all the
oh,
information.
I'll be real, yeah. I just don't like the fact that innocent people in Palestine are getting killed.
Nobody
Simple
likes
as
that
that, bro.
fact. Neither does Israel, I promise you. They don't need the
The
bad
war, be-
publicity.
the war between them is between them, but innocent people should not be getting involved.
I'm with you, but do you understand? You've seen, I mean, you can Google this. You don't have to take my word for it. Hamas has received billions of dollars throughout the year. They used the money to build tunnels underneath Gaza. Hamas ran Gaza for the last 20 years. It ran its hospitals, it ran the mosques, it ran the schools. I mean, it was the government, right? It ran everything. But Hamas is also a terrorist organization. And so what they did was they built tunnels for their fighters underneath all of Gaza. They used the hospital as an attack base. They started taking rockets. You can look this up in Google. Look up Hamas fires rocket in the middle of a refugee camp. They would take their rocket launcher, run to a refugee camp, and fire on Israel. Now you're Israel. What are you going to do? Do you fire back and protect your people, but risk killing a bunch of innocent civilians in Gaza? Or do you let the rockets fall on your people and your people die? Hamas is a sadistic terrorist organization that is leading to the death of civilians in Gaza. And so, if you truly care, like I do, about innocent kids, innocent children in Gaza, innocent women in Gaza, then you stand against Hamas and you start saying, you know what? I hope Hamas gets disarmed, gets destroyed, gets removed from power. And I wish and I pray that Israel and another Arab country like Saudi Arabia or the UAE can come into Gaza and have the UAE re educate the Gazan people, teach them about science, teach them history, teach them business, build their city and let them advance, while Israel and that Arab country partner for security. Why is the world fighting to keep a terrorist organization, Hamas, in power? It doesn't make sense.
Hamas. You're right, 100%.
All right, brother.
You're right. You're right, bro.
Take it easy, my man. Pleasure speaking with you.
Cool, bro. Nice speaking to you as well, man.